When life feels like it's unraveling, when challenges seem insurmountable, Jim Rohn's approach to motivation offers a grounded, practical guide to keep going. His philosophy recognizes that everyone faces setbacks, but how we respond to these moments defines our path forward. Rather than relying on fleeting bursts of motivation, Rohn advocates for building an inner resilience, a constant drive that doesn't waver even when the world around us seems to crumble. First, he reminds us to accept the reality of challenges. We often believe that others have it easier or that successful people don't encounter as many obstacles. Yet Rohn argues that everyone is tested by life. What differentiates those who persevere is their mindset in the face of these tests. Embracing the reality of setbacks not only normalizes them, but also allows us to stop fighting the inevitable and start focusing on what we can control. Another key aspect of Rohn's approach is the concept of taking responsibility. This doesn't mean blaming ourselves for everything that goes wrong, rather, it's about recognizing the power we hold in how we react and what we do next. He believed that the moment we decide to own our reactions is the moment we reclaim our power, no matter the circumstances. When we let external situations control us, we become victims to forces we can't influence. But by deciding to control our response, we take the first step toward building the future we want. Rohn also emphasizes the importance of focusing on small, consistent actions. It's natural to feel overwhelmed when everything seems to be falling apart, and large goals can feel intimidating or even impossible. Instead, he suggests breaking down those big goals into small, achievable steps. Each step, however small, becomes a building block. This approach not only makes the journey manageable, but also gives us a sense of accomplishment with each milestone. When we see progress, even if it's just one step forward, it reignites hope and reminds us that we're capable of moving closer to our goals, no matter the challenges. Equally essential in Rohn's method is the practice of self-reflection. He believed that true motivation comes from within, which requires a clear understanding of why we're pursuing certain goals. In difficult times, it's easy to lose sight of our purpose, to feel as though our efforts are meaningless. Self-reflection allows us to reconnect with what truly matters to us. Rohn often encouraged people to ask themselves, "Why am I doing this?" By revisiting our purpose, we reignite the internal fire that drives us forward, giving us the strength to keep pushing, even when motivation seems elusive. When things start to unravel, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But Jim Rohn believed that adversity is actually an opportunity in disguise. It's in these moments of struggle that you have a chance to build true strength. He emphasized that setbacks don't define you, your reaction to them does. So when everything seems to be falling apart, pause, take a deep breath, and realize that how you respond is a powerful choice you get to make. Rohn's method is the importance of small, daily wins. He argued that motivation is not something you wait for. It's something you cultivate by taking small steps every day, even when you don't feel like it. Simple actions, getting up early, organizing your day, reading a few pages of a book, or practicing gratitude can give you a sense of control and accomplishment. These daily wins, no matter how small, are like fuel that powers you through tougher times. Rohn taught the importance of reframing negative thoughts. He believed that challenges often come with hidden lessons. By shifting your focus from what's wrong to what you can learn or how you can grow, you gain a fresh perspective. Instead of seeing failure as the end, try to view it as part of your learning curve. Adopting this mindset can transform even the most challenging days into stepping stones for future success. Jim Rohn also stressed the value of surrounding yourself with positive influences. When everything seems to be going wrong, having a strong support system can make all the difference. This doesn't mean you need dozens of people cheering you on. Sometimes just one or two people who truly believe in you is enough. These are the people who remind you of your strengths, your goals, and the reasons to keep pushing forward. They encourage you to stay focused and help you remember that setbacks are temporary. And then there's the power of self-discipline, which Rohn saw as the cornerstone of motivation. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself to do things just for the sake of it. It's about committing to your own success, even when the initial excitement has faded. Discipline keeps you moving on days when motivation alone isn't enough. For Rohn, discipline was the bridge between setting a goal and actually achieving it, especially in difficult times. By establishing even small routines and sticking to them, you build resilience and become someone who can weather any storm. Rohn would remind us that, in times of struggle, we must reconnect with our why. It's easy to lose sight of why we started when we're overwhelmed by challenges, but this is the exact moment when remembering our core purpose becomes essential. Your why is the fuel that drives every step of the journey. Ask yourself, why did I set out on this path in the first place? Recalling the reason behind your goals can reawaken that spark of motivation you felt when you started. This clarity gives strength and direction, making setbacks feel less like dead ends and more like hurdles you're ready to overcome. Rohn championed was taking control of your mindset. When everything feels chaotic, it's natural to fall into negative thought patterns. But Rohn emphasized that we have a choice about what we focus on and how we interpret our circumstances. Adopting a positive perspective isn't about ignoring problems, it's about choosing to view them as opportunities for growth. Imagine each challenge as a lesson in disguise, a stepping stone that builds your mental strength. By shifting your focus from obstacles to solutions, you develop resilience, transforming difficulties into valuable learning experiences that only make you stronger. Rohn often highlighted the importance of consistent, small actions as the foundation of lasting motivation. When everything feels like it's falling apart, it can be tempting to abandon routines or let discipline slide. But this is when sticking to small, manageable steps each day becomes essential. Think of these actions as anchors, grounding you in purpose and building momentum even during rough patches. It's these little habits that create a sense of stability, reminding you that progress is still being made, no matter how small it may seem. Rohn believed in the power of surrounding yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. When challenges arise, having a circle that believes in your potential can make all the difference. Seek out those who inspire you, who challenge you to keep going, and who remind you of your capabilities. Having these positive influences reinforces your belief in your ability to overcome and succeed, keeping motivation alive when it feels like your own strength is running low. Rohn also emphasized the power of perspective. When setbacks feel overwhelming, take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Difficulties are temporary, they're chapters, not the whole story. Rohn taught that each obstacle carries a lesson, a stepping stone to future growth. By focusing on what you can learn from the situation, you reframe the challenge as something that's working for you, not against you. This mindset shift can be the key to keeping your motivation strong, even when circumstances are tough. It's easy to get caught up in what's going wrong, but Rohn advised focusing on what you can control. When things feel chaotic, take back your sense of control by setting a simple goal, something that's achievable and gives you a win, no matter how small. By focusing on a small victory each day, you build a sense of progress and confidence. These small wins become a chain of successes that build a larger momentum over time. Rohn also taught that sometimes motivation requires patience. He acknowledged that real growth and progress take time and success doesn't always come as quickly as we might want. During setbacks, remind yourself of the long-term vision, holding on to the reasons you started in the first place. The patience to keep going, even when results are slow, is often what sets high achievers apart. Another key principle Rohn shared is to surround yourself with positivity, especially when life feels bleak. The people you spend time with, the books you read, and even the media you consume all play a significant role in shaping your mindset. When facing setbacks, make a conscious effort to stay close to individuals who uplift you, who bring hope and positivity into your life. This influence can keep you grounded and focused, helping you maintain your motivation. Even a single positive conversation can shift your perspective and reignite your drive to keep pushing forward. Rohn also emphasized the importance of gratitude as a powerful tool to lift your spirits and keep you motivated. In challenging times, it's easy to focus on what's going wrong, but practicing gratitude helps you see what's still going right. By regularly reflecting on the things you appreciate, you remind yourself of the abundance in your life. This simple act can shift your entire outlook, helping you to face challenges with a more positive and resilient mindset. gratitude is often the fuel that keeps motivation alive when the road gets tough. Finally, Rohn believed in the power of self-compassion. He encouraged people to be kind to themselves, recognizing that setbacks are a natural part of life. Instead of getting lost in self-criticism or feeling like you're falling short, try treating yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend. In the end, Jim Rohn's wisdom reminds us that staying motivated when everything falls apart isn't about denying our struggles, it's about rising above them with resilience, purpose, and the right mindset. By focusing on personal growth, surrounding ourselves with positivity, practicing gratitude, and embracing self-compassion, we can find strength even in the darkest moments. Let Rohn's timeless advice serve as a guide, empowering us to keep moving forward and turning challenges into stepping stones. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing to Rise with Jim Rohn for more powerful insights on how to build a life of purpose and achievement.